Aria Seabright first met the rising sun on a persimmon pink morning, 3 May 1999, in a driftwood gray cabin standing on shrimp trap pilings above Alabama's Mobile Bay. Outside, a bottlenose dolphin slapped the surface once as if to cheer, while her mother, a road-rambling neo-soul trumpeter who slides pressed gardenia petals between spare reeds, released a velvet three-note lick that set chipped enamel cups rattling on their hooks. Her father, a fog-length electrician who sketches cloud pelicans on overtime manifests, leaned so close their freckles blended and promised the newborn that peer gossip, hallway whispers, and shop racks ending at 14 would always step aside for anyone fearless enough to inhabit her outline all the way to its edges. Cursed have wandered the Seabright family tree like warm golf loops hugging the coastal marsh, so nobody blinked when baby Aria popped her second cotton wrap, long before the kettle sighed. Granny Magnolia threaded a cell needle through every tear, patched each gap with carnival kite scraps, and laughed that 3 pennies of cloth cost less than 1 ounce of lost confidence. Grade school corridors smelled of cedar shavings, pecan praline steam floating from the cafeteria hatch, and briny breeze sneaking beneath tired louvers. Aria already rose half a head above her classmates, blotting projector light whenever she traced loggerhead turtle stopovers on the pull-down atlas. One drizzle recess, 2 kids hop-skipped rings chanting barge boat each time her yellow boots smacked chalk line. That twilight, she combed the rack line, pocketed soda caps, polished pearl by waves, threaded them onto a fishing leader, ditched the jangling chain down her seafoam hoodie, and walked into First Bell, scattering prism freckles across ceiling tiles stained salt white. The substitute aide filmed 9 shaky seconds on a prepaid flip phone, posted the shimmer to a young video corner, and by lunch, 15,000 strangers applauded the child who turned teasing into lighthouse glitter. Aria printed when Violet vowed beside subtraction drills. Clouds crowd only until you flash them bright. Saturdays belonged to the shrimp pier where her mother's horn runs tangle with diesel grumbles from trawlers, skillet pops from hush puppy stalls, and gulls bargaining for mullet scraps. Ready-made jeans froze at Aria's thighs, so she swapped tip jar quarters for sun-bleached gill net, unraveled it into rope, crocheted high-waist culottes, misted them with squidding spoonbill silhouettes, then posed at tangerine sunset against rust-strip striped pilings while her cousin snapped granny frames. Each shot floated into an online diary named Lantern Glide. The same week, a glossy photo app trickled across patchy bay signal, captions skip between dock slang and straight truths like curves anchor gusts steadier than seawalls. 2 months shy of 16 candles, 54,000 unseen hearts tap tiny icons under every coral post, proof glowing rectangles hush cafeteria razors faster than any PE whistle. A marsh biology scholarship ferried her east to Florida State. Daylight dissolved inside wave tank labs. Nights belonged to a 24-hour beignet wagon, glowing neon dragon fruit beneath moss-draped oaks. The heat lamp doubled as ring light. Between powder sugar orders, she filmed 90-second reels folding parchment into Bayros barrettes while decoding dart rotation in half lecture zip, half shoreline hush. On upload layer, dolphin clicks over lo-fi shuffle while she chain-stitched reflective anchor braid into thrift denim, and 47 hours later, the counter sprinted past 1.3 million. Gulf Coast style pages crowned her the beignet couturier, yet every sponsor deck froze at size 16. She slid each offer into a folder titled Shrinky Nets, brushed sweet dust from her cuff, and served the next regular with dawn in her grin. Hurricane Reason this week delivered an email stamped Columbia Sportswear. They invited her to co-design a spray shell capsule dubbed Shore Song Pulse. Aria replied with 3 peer firm terms: patterns up to 60-inch hips, half the crew hired from community college fashion cohorts, 10% of net profit pledged to Oyster Reef renewal from Biloxi to Boca Grande. Columbia signed before sunrise, tinted lab beakers coral. The shoot unfurled on a tide-peeled sandbar where snowy plover chicks dotted commas across wet quartz. She guided paddleboarders of every outline across glass ripples while a drone traced lazy infinity loops overhead, and when the lookbook appeared, every extended-size jacket vanished in 41 hours across 33 countries. Lantern Glide jumped past 700,000 lantern icons. If this bright swell already hums in your chest, press subscribe right now. One calm tap turns the badge gray and saves your rail seat so next week's journey slips into your notifications long before algorithm currents can whisk it away. After you click, drift into the description to find the Love Compass link, a stepwise guide thousands trust when they're ready to transform chance hellos into magnetic connection. Spotlight Shimmer Beckon, Rumor Girls. A clickbait vlog claimed Aria strapped iron plates around her waist beneath shore song shells. Dawn caught her paddling a cypress board. Beyond eelgrass ribbons, bare feet planted in linen shorts and sports bra, tracing each silver stretch stripe with crushed bougainvillea powder, while her mother's trumpet launched a sunrise growl so raw pelicans froze mid-swoop. 10 million viewers reposted the proof, brushing fuchsia pollen across their own curves until gossip sank beneath slack tide. Benet wages, braided with capsule royalties and whipped into Seabright velvet, a cloud soft butter swirling spruce tip custard, key lime oil and mica sparks that glow seashell white in any flash. 19,010s cooled atop her father's chart desk, lids tied with braided crab trap rope. Every tag stamped moisturize your horizon. Inventory drained in 83 minutes, lifting $198,000. 20% seeded Beacon grants, delivering industrial surgers and hydrophones to plus-size teens in shoreline schools from Apalachicola to Amelia Island. 8 months later, 38 Beacon teams live-streamed a floating fashion and dolphin harmony gala aboard a retro shrimp scow draped in solar lanterns, dawn colors spilling into classrooms from Kingston to Kyoto. Pensacola Pier Fashion Night, wrote fresh jetty legend. A backstage blower shredded her sapphire mesh gown, hip to knee 80 heartbeats before curtain. Aria yanked neon dock rope off a rig brace, laced a split like boot hooks, and strode the boards as if the splice shone in every original sketch. Shutters cracked like kettle corn. Vogue Golf christened the rescue rope cadence, and another million lantern sparks glimmered before brass horns breathed a note. Drama tried again when a former aide leaked clipped mails implying she demanded redfish slider towers and chauffeured airboats for her rescue pelican Harmony. She posted chain hole refillable water urns, lentil stew for crew, caption monitors for deaf stylists. That month's affiliate tide, $136,000. Funded biodegradable crab trap pilots off Cedar Key, fans echo her peer mantra receipts shine brighter than rumor grit until whispers flatten like tide pool crystal. All family stays her compass true, twice each munchie streams porch line groove, mom weaves soulful runs beside a propane griddle, dad recites cloud haiku, Aria flips thrift denim while Harmony waddles powdered sugar spirals. One session leapt past 9 million views when the birds sneezed glitter across the lens. A coastal wildlife trust now sponsors every show, tagging rehabilitated pelicans with solar beacons powered by Seabright velvet. Cream profits slid beyond 12 million before second solstice. She leased a dormant oyster hatchery, cut skylights through corrugated tin, hired furloughed deckhands plus design grads to whip custard and knot lids by hand during midday funk sets. Auditors bed shrink bands. She repeated Granny Magnolia's law, fingers guard legends longer than plastic clamps, and rope ties stayed. Her feed keeps open sky, basalt bluff portrait share, scroll room with beignet truck selfies captioned same sky, different tide. She uploads breath loops recorded in blue grottos, printable resilience sheets in English and Creek. Therapy vouchers touched 3 swipes deep. 168,000 readers call her shoreline candor their first calm harbor. Community glow rides glitter beneath crushed shell dust. Hundreds wheel sunset causeways wearing Seabright velvet on collarbones. LED seagrass tassels spinning from spokes. Ticket funds plump Beacon Grands and lift wheelchair snorkel rigs over crystal springs. Chowder shacks simmer late. Gumbo bowls climb 15% on ride nights. Aria pedals lead on a vintage cruiser with Harmony plush strapped forward, pausing to tie any riders wandering late. She is polishing currents, keep names for 11-language release next spring, while a documentary crew shadows her design to weld retired buoy chains into floating maker laps for Bayside schools. Puma's wide-to-wave wave lantern sneaker lands next quarter, threaded with reflective rope, cushioned by algae foam, guiding 10% profit into Beacon Nurseries hugging the Gulf Curve. If you tapped like but left the subscribe badge blazing, comment to gray now. One fingertip secures the next tide in your notifications before algorithm eddies can stir the channel. And remember, the Love Compass link is ready whenever your heart hungers for brighter directions. Early winter edges towards slack water. Fresh velvet tins, beacon portals, tonight's porch line playlist, and that confidence guide trusted by thousands nestle in the description, free for every traveler. If the Sada Cap hoodie, shimmer, rope lace gown rescue, or harmony glitter sneeze lifted even half a smile, press like, launch your brightest ripple in the comments, and share this voyage with someone whose sails hang slack. Every curve redirects currents, every scar refracts lighthouse beams, and the coast bows to anyone bold enough to plant sturdy boots on the pier and greet tomorrow eyes bright. Final breeze before the lamps dim. Subscribe at this heartbeat, claim your rail, touch the Love Compass below, and meet me on the next rising tide when a brand new story flickers beyond the breakers and courage calls your name again.